Alright, hello, this is Metalant. By request, I'm doing a deck profile on Daiyusha. So let's just get right into it with the grade zeros. Obviously, you're going to run Daiyusha. He's a starter. Ride over any dimensional police. Move back. And then when you have 4 robos, including him, he can count. Put them on your soul. Ride a grade 3, but you have to have a grade 2. Personally, if I can, I don't want to use the second skill because then my field's gone. But it can make some nice turn 2 plays if you go second, let's say. Or let's say you go first, that's what I meant. And you go back, and then you ride to your grade 2, and then you drop it, and then you get grade 3 while your opponent's level 1. So, that's a nice... It's nice, it's just very situational when you want to use it. Standard, 4 heal. Yeah, just, you need heals. Your next lineup, you definitely want 4 die battles, just in case you really need to use Daiyusha. You put him into the soul, and then, when he's in the soul, if you soul blast him, then he gets, plus 3k to your Vanguard. So, he's very essential. Then you want to run 2 more crits, just because it gives the consistency of more damage. And then after that, 6 draws, just so that your hand size can get big. It's just help. Alright, then to the grade 1s. 4 Dielanders. Dielanders is a very nice card because if you don't have 4 damage and you ride into regular Daiyusha, then you can place him down, and because the deck doesn't counterblast a lot, like it uses this and then Mika, and that's only 1 counterblast and then 2, so you can counterblast 1 and then give him the power, give Daiyusha the power, the regular Daiyusha, and then get the extra critical. So, generally, like, he's there for... Dielander's there for the, soul charge, and for, getting that before limit break crit. Then you run 4 Die Mariners, and it's the same thing as, die battles. You soul charge it, you get 3k, and you soul blast it to your Vanguard. And he's easy to soul charge with Daiyusha. Then you want to run 3 Diamond Ace, just because the deck doesn't really have as much space for 4, and I mean it still works with 3. It's nice. And then the last of the grade 1s are 3 Glory Makers. This is the 10k boost. So when you're at limit break and you have Daiyusha, Great Daiyusha all charged up, then you get another 10k on the back of that. And then, to the grade 2s, 4 Die Dragon, for the soul charge, and for when he's on rear guard, he can be an 11k if you have a Robo Vanguard, or not 11k, he's going to be a 12k, so, yeah. Nice grade 2. He's one of my favorites. Then you want to run 3 Mika, and like I said before, this is the only other counterblast on the deck. You just want to counterblast 2 whenever you hit, and it doesn't have to be Vanguard. Just hit, and you get to draw a card. Because this, I mean, you only have your draw triggers. You don't really have constant draws besides your drives and your draws. So this is nice. It's a nice rear guard over. So yeah. Next you want to run 2 of the 10Ks, just because it's more burst, and you don't really need to boost anything else. Like, it just is there for the turn 2 burst, and then that kind of stuff. And then, what a lot of people don't really see is 2 Cosmic Riders, and it's whenever you place it under the rear guard, you give one of your rear guards, or one of your dimension plates, it doesn't have to be rear guard, 2k. So what it can do is that, let's say you bring back Daiyusha when you ride to 1, and then you ride to 2, play down Cosmic Rider, and then give your middle column another 2k, which you can break over any, like, a certain boundary, like if it's a 10k or something like that. It's just nice for just breaking that little bit that you still need. Now on to the grade 3. Before I move on, Die Lady has been a question to me. Why no Die Lady? It's just the fact that her skill is only a hit plus 3, which nothing in the deck really needs. Like, it can break over the thing, but if you have regular Daiyusha out, it still doesn't give the extra power to give him the crit. And the percentage of drawing Robos, if you really need to go Yusha, is only increased by a little bit if you had Die Lady, so it's not really a big deal to have. So then moving on to the grade 3s for Super Dimensional Robo Daiyushas. Generally what this deck wants to do is you want to ride to a grade 1 Dimensional Robo, ride to a grade 2 Dimensional Robo, ride to him, and then when you're ready for Great Daiyusha, like your Limit Break, then you ride over him. So you don't go Yusha, you don't lose your field size. So obviously he's needed for the ride, he can be used to go Yusha, and you can put pressure before a Limit Break with Dielanders, and maybe even the double Cosmic Rider, just to get that boost, get the crit, and then put more pressure on. And then obviously for Great Daiyushas, has Limit Break 4 if he has 3 Dimensional Robo and Soul plus 2,000 plus a crit. If you have regular Daiyusha and Soul plus 2,000, and then if you have a non-dimensional Robo, or Dimensional Police, not Dimensional Robo, minus 2k. So with Glory Maker and all your skills active on him, he's a 25k column, plus everything else. You can just get more damage, more power, and then you just force constant crits, just crit, crit, crit. I mean, you don't have to hit any triggers. It's just, hi, I have a crit. So the main strategy, in my opinion, would be the perfect setup. Let's say would be riding to Die Mariner, riding the Die Dragon, riding the Daiyusha, and then put on pressure with Dielanders so you can get that crit. And then finally ride over there when you have 4 damage. Have a Glory Maker in the back, so then you're a 25k column. And then, in my opinion, if you can hold this column for 3 turns with that force of the crit, it could be scary enough to drive your opponent out of the hand, and then you could just have your other columns and then have the crit on top and just do multiple damage and eventually win the game. So that's my profile. I hope you like it. And so like, comment, and subscribe to the videos, and see you later.